Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
Hi, I'm DK Will. This is DK Will Talk About It. It's been a little over a week since a video. I'm going to put this video out, and it's in response to a comment from somebody who apparently is disgruntled about something. Reading something that I put in the community posts. Reading more that was there, I guess. I don't know. However, sir, you called me out. And guess what? I'm answering. I'm calling you out. Here's a comment I put in. I said, so anyway, I left only 50 XRP on Coinbase just in case they relisted. But now when I try to send it to an often and repeatedly used Uphold wallet address, I get some bogus message from Coinbase that says, your send failed, please enter a valid email or Ripple address. Well, it's a valid address. I've used it many times. And the 50 XRP that I left behind on Coinbase is like putting a little orange cone on your parking spot. Okay? So let's start there first. And then I said the same happens when I try my Ledger Nano address. I have reduced my portfolio on Coinbase to less than $500 and moved the lion's share of it elsewhere. Multiple places elsewhere, might I add. Ain't done yet either. Looks like all that will be left behind is the 50 XRP. My spider senses are tingling about Coinbase and many other exchanges. Might not be a safe place going forward. Not financial advice, but I thought I would talk about it. Because, see, this is DK Will Talk About It. So I shared it with my community, whoever came across this post. I had misgivings about Binance.us in the past. They proved to be accurate. Nobody's infallible, especially me. However, I try to make sure I put forth good information. Well, somebody got a little pissy about it, and so I'm not going to hide your name or your comment. You had no problem doing it on a public forum because, see, you attacked me personally. And, sir, I'm not a fighter, but I am a self-defender in more ways than one. But anyway, so Mark Rogers decides to say this is coming from a man that 2 years ago was talking to everybody when he was working at the bank. XRP was the next biggest thing in the world. You fool. The man called me a fool. The next biggest thing in the world, XRP. Well, I'm going to read my response, and then I'm going to address just a couple things on this video for you, Mark Rogers, you horses patoot. You don't know me, sir. Don't call me a fool. However, my answer to your comment may find the fool in this context. First, I acknowledge that was a verbal assault. It was not an intellectual discourse. It was specifically a verbal assault. So whatever burr you got up your butt, sir, against me, I've never met you before. I read some of your comments in the past, and you sound like just one of those disgruntled people who don't understand investing. And sir, if you don't understand investing and patience, why don't you go buy a lottery ticket? But anyway, after acknowledging your verbal assault, I said I struggle to see how my concern over Coinbase has anything to do with my XRP holdings, which are far more than 50 XRP on Coinbase. Multiple zeros more. Yes, sir. Multiple zeros more. So it is still the biggest thing. As the next comment says, if you haven't grasped the opportunity presented via XRP yet, despite my videos and many other videos by many other YouTube content providers, the only fool may be looking back at you in your mirror. Be nice. I have a gift for the gab. This is DK Will Talk About It. So I can be nice, and I can be brutal if I choose. So, Mr. Mark Rogers, I'm going to monitor you, sir. And if you come at me like a jerk again, I'm going to ban you from my channel. I have said that I will defend the environment here. You can disagree with me. You can argue with me respectfully. But you can't label me, sir. I'm no fool. And you're the fool not to recognize that if I wanted to, I could have made your comment disappear. And since you don't know me, I don't think you know me, you apparently referred to me having worked at the bank. And I know I did interviews for another channel when I was working at the bank, and I said XRP, and I still believe XRP is the biggest. And if you really want to know, it's the biggest portion of my portfolio with its multiple zeros. And so I'm going to do something else to wake you up. And because I'm attacking you back, because I'm in the mood to, I find it humorous, quite honestly. I'm also going to benefit my viewers, I hope, as I deal with your ugly comment to me. Because I was sitting around wondering, what am I going to make the next video about? I'm not going to rehash the dinar because I looked over the information and nothing really had changed. I haven't put any content together to address the big financial system issues, so I'm going to use you, sir, as a video. Thank you for your comment. Now, what you did say in your comment was, this coming from a man that 2 years ago was talking to everybody working at the bank that XRP was the next biggest thing. So here's what we're going to do, Mr. Mark Rogers. Mr. Rogers, get your sweater. This is a chart on Coinbase, and as you see, all is highlighted, and all-time prices for XRP. So I'm going to go back 2020. Here's 2020. That's 2 years ago. That's June. Here's July 16th. It was 19 cents. July 16th. Today's July 17th of 2020. If you had listened to me, whether you wanted to hold it for the rest of your life or not, when I was working at the bank 2 years ago, if you had listened to me and bought you some XRP at that moment for 19 cents 2 years ago, according to your comment to me, it would have gone up to 63 cents by the end of that year. So there's 5 times your money. And if you weren't lottery ticket minded and you were even just more investment minded, you could have waited a little longer. And my goodness, look at that. It went up to $1.56 from 19 cents. I don't know the math on that, but I can do 20 cents real fast, and 20 cents goes into a dollar 5 times, and it goes into 50 cents 2.5 times, so that's 7.5 times. So we're looking at pretty much 8 times your money, Mark Rogers. 8 times your $100 if you put $100 in, 8 times your $1,000 if you put $1,000 in, 8 times your $10,000 if you put $10,000 in. So tell me, sir, the biggest thing or not, would you have been happy had you listened? Well, keep listening. Because if you keep listening, you'll find out that what's behind XRP is the company Ripple. And you can see here on their very nice looking website here, Business Impact powered by crypto. Well, which crypto do you think that might be? Yeah, that's right. It's XRP. And so here's what I want to do. I want to scroll down and I just want you to take a look at those businesses going by that this company is doing business with. Financial institutions of significant magnitude who are using the technology provided by Ripple, part of that technology being XRP. And you will notice that it says bank, Banco, Bank of America. Are you getting the point? Yeah, sir. 2 years ago when I worked at a bank. So if you can't see the value in XRP, maybe the fool is in your mirror. Maybe the fool is in your mirror. Because the XRP has global implications. Now you see the Ripple up there in the corner, and there's the XRP right there, and it says utility for the new global economy. If you watch DK Will talk about it, you'll know that he hasn't been shy about, I don't like talking about myself in the third person. You know that I haven't been shy about talking about the new global system, gold-backed money, new global currency reset, the implications that it has even on the dollar, and how it's happening and it's coming. Well, I guess I'm not alone, because Ripple, who's behind XRP, which is the next biggest thing, it is the biggest thing, Mr. Mark Rogers. It is the biggest thing. Okay, I'm not going to do this video much longer because I did this just to come at you. But as you can see, We're not talking no small change here. We're talking about companies, institutions, developers, individuals around the world use what? XRP. And the blockchain on which it runs, the XRP ledger, because of the extraordinary utility. Because you see what it's doing is it's transforming the global financial services market. Oh, did you want to know about a list of their leading partners? Well, look at this. Oh my goodness. A list of the leading partners of Ripple and how they use what, Mark? What are they using, Mark? Mark, pay attention. What are they using? XRP. You ever heard of American Express, Mark? How about Santander? How about MoneyGram, PNC? You ever heard of SBI Remit? Maybe not. That might be out of your league. But have you ever heard of NIA? MoneyGram? We already talked about Interbank. Bank of America. Have you ever heard of Bank of America? Have you, sir? SBI Holdings, does that ring a bell, sir? So if you're looking for a wise investment and not a lottery ticket, you might want to choose XRP, sir. And even though this video has it during a depressed price, I would say to everyone out there who hears my voice that it's not too late, but it will soon be too late for people like Mark. For people like Mark to even buy XRP. It's already been made difficult, but see, now they're really getting ready to let this beast loose. Because as you can see here, it says here that it leads the crypto majors recovery. This was back about June. And we're just getting started, people. So Mark, sir, I don't know who hurt your feelings, sir. But you should be nice to people you've never met. And since you've never met me other than what I presented to you on a YouTube video, or perhaps you saw the interviews I did for admin on Real Community Engagement, where I gave everybody a clue that XRP was a good place to put your money, and if you had an investment mentality instead of a lottery ticket mentality, you could have made 8 times your money just in less than a year, just on that advice alone, Mark, Mr. Rogers. And then you could have kept making money. And now I'm trying to tell you now, sir, and anybody who's listening to my voice, that you buy low, like it is right now, and you sell high. And that's what's coming next. Now, if it drops down to 21 cents, just hold on to it. Because nobody makes money and nobody loses money until somebody sells something. So if you buy it at 35 cents and it goes down to 25 cents, my advice would be do what I do when capable. I just buy more. It's called dollar cost averaging, Mark. It's not like going to the 7-Eleven and saying, give me 353 straight and boxed on a lottery ticket, or picking the machine, pick my lotto ticket. I don't play the lottery, Mark. I don't play the lottery, but I invest to win. And so, sir, I would suggest that you take my advice. When I said, apparently 2 years ago, you've been with me, and I appreciate that. XRP is the next biggest thing. Let's just leave out one part next time, sir, when you disagree with anything I say. You fool. Wrong guy, Mark. Wrong guy. You see, because as we're talking about, I can be nice. Or I can be brutal if I choose. This ain't brutal. This is just a jab. So I'm DK Will. Thank you, Mark, for inspiring me. And this is DK Will Talk About It. And I've talked about it. I hope you continue to like, Mark. And I hope you continue to subscribe, Mark. And I hope that I've made you a better person. Because if you do not subscribe, or if you leave and don't like, I won't miss you, sir. Nobody pays me to do this. Have a wonderful day.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.